I mean, you haven't really done
nah.
interview yet, right?
That mean you gotta be special, cause
That's a lot of pressure. That's a lot of pressure.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like this is gonna be a conversation. It's gonna be a vibe.
A very special guest with me in our LA studios. 4r Batz is here, our new Up Next artist. It's nice to see you again.
What's up with it, man?
How you doing?
I'm chilling and feeling. What's up?
The mixtape is called You Made Me a Star. Is that dedicated to her, that title?
A million percent. Come on. You know this shit. Yeah, like, I mean.
She's tripping. Her new man is looking crazy right now.
Nah, that's crazy. That was a barber, too. She left me for a barber. That's crazy.
Yo, shout out to the barbers. They're essential. We're not hating on barbers in general. Just this one barber.
Nah, man, listen. I'll say some, but nah, like, the little barber, man. Shout out the barber, man. Maybe one day he can cut my hair or something.
You know, so we got the chance to meet a few weeks ago. You came to our New York studios. You played us some music. It was a memorable experience. It was just nice meeting you. And I'm curious for you what that experience was like, because I'm sure your life has changed a lot in the past year. So even something like that, coming to Apple Music to meet us, to play music, how was that for you?
Traveling, it's like I always was a homebody, so now it's like it's good, you know. I f with it, but at the same time it's like, like. But nah, I f with New York. That's my and showing y'all my music. You know, hopefully y'all f with it. But it was a vibe, man. Oh God, like it was something crazy.
I don't know how much time you actually spent on the internet. 4r Batz must be an industry plant. I'm still not really understanding what that means, but that's because you have been so successful. But again, you have been doing this for a while and you've had the intention that this is something that you wanted. It's just that no one knew. To them, it happened overnight. That's always how it goes. So
I ain't gonna hold you. Like, I'm a nigga from the hood. I don't know about no industry. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I'll be but like one of my I knew it was real because one of my niggas hit me and it was like, yo, hood, like, everybody saying you a AI or industry. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is that, hood? Like I'm almost too real, and I think like slowly people gonna like realize that, like with everything. So I don't know. You know what an industry plan is?
I was hoping you could tell me.
I've
been trying to figure it out, but like I can't really wrap my mind fully around it. But again, it's just because. Yeah, you've had so much success in these past few months. Yeah. Some people just don't know what to make of it.
So they're like, nah, you can't do all that. You can't get, you know what I mean, that many views and that you gotta have something.
But what's confusing to me, it's like, okay, if an industry plant is, for example, I don't know, a label planted an artist that they're gonna support, that's a normal thing. And still, you can have a machine behind you. But like that doesn't mean you're gonna take off or have success. It's like really the fans and the people deciding what they love and they consume, which is why it's pretty comical to me, to be honest.
Oh, nah, for real. And I feel like people are so smart, they stupid. Bro, it's merch. They stupid. Bro, like they don't even know. Like, and I ain't gonna hold you. I remember I seen somebody. I think I commented to one of the videos. It was on YouTube. It said, it had me like, I had a picture of me. I think I was like behind bars or something like that. It's real graphic, and it said, 4r Batz is an industry plant. So I replied under the video, and I said, if I'm an industry plant, come to my block then. I'm gonna drop you the address. I'll give you my number. Boom, boom. We can just. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't get that at all.
I just feel like, especially for a new artist, those are experiences that your heart is in the music, right? You want to make music that you love and that you enjoy. Yeah. But there's a lot more that comes with it, and I'm always curious, like, how you process that. You know, like you dropped your first record last summer. Yeah. You know, and since then, it's like the world is really tuned in and paying attention, and I'm just curious how that's felt for you.
It feels like a blessing, man. Like, I've been making music since 3rd grade. To a lot of people, it feel like I've been making music since yesterday. You know what I'm saying? Well, I've been making music since 3rd grade, and not just like making music, like really on some like, I remember being 7th grade, 8th grade, telling myself, oh, we gotta make 10 songs. But I never released music ever. But I always like, was like, yeah, I'm gonna do it. But I just stayed bullshit. So like the fact that people f with my shit and the fact that people just it's gravitating the way that it is, it's a blessing, man. It's God.
What took you so long to share it with us?
I was a bullshit. On 5, I was in that just like, I don't know, man. I was just really like in my head. I cared about like how people felt about my music. And then a lot of situations happened in my life. You know, I lost my pops and like, you know what I'm saying, situations with girls and all this other shit, which caused me to not, you know, to feel numb in certain areas. So after that, I was like, I don't give a f no more.
Do you remember some of that earlier music you were making all the way back in 3rd grade? Were you writing love songs at that point?
I know. Let me rap it to you. It go like, my name is Neko. I like macaroni. I slapped Big Mama with a piece of bologna. I went to school and I acted fool and the girl said, "Ooh," that was my first rap in 3rd grade on Jesus Christ on Everything.
And you remember it. That's amazing.
Yeah. Hell yeah. That's my shit. So,
I feel like usually people try to block out the memories of those very first records. I love that you still have it.
Nah, I can't. It's too much. Like it's too real. Especially now, like now it's like, yo, people hear my music, like they like listen to it. They like, then it was like, I don't think people was really paying in mind. Like even with my family, even with like people that I know, they wouldn't really like hearing they was like blocking it out. They was like, nah.
But why do you think that is? Is it because you also weren't necessarily taking it seriously at that point? Because it sounds like you were doing it for fun, but you weren't necessarily all the way in. So maybe was that part of the reason?
I feel like people don't care until other people care. Like somebody taught me something. It's called the Jones effect. Like where, let's say you come around, if you come around a certain area and you like, I'm a millionaire or I'm popular, and basically you say you popular and you get people to come around and put cameras in your face, right? Well, more people gonna come because it makes like a Jones effect. If that person like it, then another person gonna like it. But if nobody liking it, then it's hard for a person to be rare and just come out and be like, oh, I just like your music. So like, I think that's what happened. I didn't really have nobody that was like, yo, I like it. So
wow. So it went from that.
Yeah.
People not being interested, feeling the music, to Kanye, Kanye, Drake, SZA, people that I'm sure you also look up to, like icons, loving your music. That must be, how do you even process that going from?
I ain't gonna hold you. I'm gonna keep it real hood. Like I can't, like I don't even process it. Like I think about it for 2 seconds, then the next I'm making a song. Like I think about just what's next. I stay on what's next. So it happens so fast to the point where I can't even like be like, damn, this is happening. Because I don't want to ever come off complacent. I don't want ever like the music to sound lazy or anything like that. So I just worry about what's next. And also I want to say this, shout out my old teacher, even though I dropped out, shout out him. He gave me my microphone that I recorded stickers and they did 8. What a camera. Yeah, shout out Mr. What's hood name, man? Mr. Murray.
What grade was that?
I think I was in a sophomore or something like that. Yeah. Shout out you, hood. I didn't go to college, but appreciate you, hood. No cap. Like I really used something with it, as you can see. How about that? We had album music. No, for real. But like he gave me the microphone, bro. It was like a $90 microphone. It was Audio Technica 2020. Bro, I put that thing to use.
Why did he give you the microphone?
Because I was in class rapping. Every time I came in, I was rapping. They put a beat on there. And I was like, just go in there, I was rapping. And I mean, as you can see, I didn't rap with it, but
somebody did appreciate your music. You did. You already had a fan.
Hey, you're right. He did. That's the thing. I think I was just annoying to him. He was like, yo, it was like, if you pass a test or something, I'm gonna give you like a microphone. So even though, I mean, I did cheat, but even though
you
like
didn't even have to tell him that, he would have never known.
Yeah, you're right.
Damn, bro. You're snitching on yourself out here. Okay.
You're right. But not like he gave me it. That's all that matters. And I did something.
Shout out to that teacher. That's really dope. that he saw something in you. You know what I mean? And that microphone, you did put it to good use. And when you played us those songs from the mixtape that's coming up, no one felt anything was lazy. I think what we took away from that listening was this man really has a talent for making songs. That's how everyone felt in the room. Not that you just had a big hit record and that was going to be the end of it. So how did you go from writing those third grade raps about macaroni to writing these songs like Act One? Tell me about creating Act One.
Creating Act One, I remember walking into my living room and hearing the beat for Act One. And the emotion that I felt at the time, I felt delusional over a certain female. And I remember, bro, I was like, yo, like, I feel like this girl, she don't want to be with me, but I still fly out to see her. I still be with her right now. And that's how Stickers came about, because I was stuck to someone that wasn't stuck to me.
So that was really from the heart. I didn't know if you were serious about getting your heart broken and that being part of the reason that you started making the music.
Nah, that was too, actually, it was too real. Nah, like that's, the whole acts, like all this is just, it's actual things. It's not just some shit. I just walked in the living room, came in the booth and just made, like, this shit real life, you know?
And why did you break it up into acts? So of course we heard the first 3, right, before the project dropped. Why split it up like that?
Because, bro, my life is like a book. Like, my life is like one of those old chapters where you, like, open up, you be like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's one of those. So it's, I feel like I'm gonna make history. And I feel like I had to come on some Act 1, Act 2, Act 3, Act 4. And then after that, we leave nothing. So you can see, like, damn, like, it's a to be continued. So next it might be Child, next it might be who knows. But right now, it's about the acts.
Well, you mentioned, so with Act One, you came into the living room and the beat was playing. Where was the beat playing from?
So I walked in the living room. It was playing from my PC. Well, actually, my mama's PC. It's playing on my mama's PC. I looked it up on YouTube. It was like a Timbaland beat or something like that. And no, it was a Aaliyah beat. And I was playing this. But I was going through a situation. So what happened was I booked a flight to see my ex. I mean, well, at the time, my girl. I booked it to see her. When I booked it to see her, she called my phone and she was like, I don't think I want to be with you no more. And I was like, damn, like,
wow.
Like, you don't want to be with me. So right after that, I was like, you know what? Like, you ain't got to be with me. Da-da-da. You know how you feel when you, like, f***ed up. And then Shorty, damn, it's crazy. I didn't said this so much. But Shorty, she was basically on some I don't give a f type shit. That moment that I felt like my blood was boiling, like I ain't never felt like that ever. Like a girl ain't never made me feel like that. Like that was different. I remember like one day, like I was telling myself, because I went through a lot growing up as a child. Like I was on suicide watch. I was on I was like that, like not necessarily, I don't want to say bad. My mama, she could tell you, like, I wasn't really, like, the best kid, and which made me feel the certain type of ways that I felt. But I told myself, I said, bro, like, I can't go back down that path, because I really felt like there was nothing else to live for, you know? I really felt like it wasn't nothing else out there for me outside of music. And at the time, I feel like nobody cared about my music. So that purpose that I had was like kind of gone. And then I went to the my PC and I looked up a Aaliyah type beat. And I remember hearing the Stickers, and I was listening to it, and it sounded like some, like, I don't know, rock the boat type, like, you know what I'm saying? I listened to it, and I wasn't gonna take it the way I take it. All I had was just the melody. I just had the melody to it, so I'm just vibing to it. And then I was like, I told myself, I was like, hold on, wait. Like, I paused the beat. I was like, hold on. But I wanted to make this kind of deep. I want to make this like it was something. Like, it have to be like something I feel. So I was like, what if I make some like pain, but make it aesthetic? Like, make it like you can tell it's pain, but also you can just vibe to it. So that's why the first bar was, I might just call and catch a plane. I might just come see you today. Cause I'm like, I'm finna pull up anyways.
Yo, that's so real. I did not think that it came like directly from something that was like happening in your life like that. Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah.
I would have never guessed, and it makes sense to your point that it's a vibey track, but one of the reasons why I think it hits so hard is because it makes you feel something, which is what great R&B always has done, right? Yeah. It really makes you feel. Do you feel, since we don't necessarily care about these boundaries, these firm boundaries in genres, R&B, will you be rapping at some point, or do you feel like your heart is in singing at the moment?
I mean, I'm a rapper. I don't think I'm an R&B artist. I don't care. Like, I'm a rapper, you know? But
what's really, you know what would be the difference between the two, I guess?
I don't know. I feel like R&B artists, I don't know, they ain't come up how I came up. They ain't having it like I'm having it. They ain't, you know, they ain't move how I moved, or I don't know. It's just, and that's why I started so late with singing, because coming from where I come from, like, singing, oh, you sing, you grain, like, you out of there, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you not, it's some poo stuff, like, that's not really, like, some stuff that we do. And for me to sing, it kind of, it was different, I can say that. And I didn't think nobody was going to accept it, but at the time, I didn't care.
Yeah.
So the fact that I didn't care, it really, like, and by the way, I took that the most dramatic way. Like, I was on my block with it, you know what I'm saying, with my guys behind me, just really just doing my own thing and like popping out and really just having my own way. So I embraced that to the core.
And you should, and it was dope. And I know you have, as you just mentioned, your idea of what you think an R&B singer is or how they've come up.
Yeah.
But you can also redefine that.
Absolutely.
You know, the boundaries are not like so intense. Like, you can make that what you want it. And I think that's what's beautiful. When people saw that performance from the block performance, even me too, I had to hit pause and run back a few times. Like, is the audio correct on this video? Mm-hmm. So it's nice that you are yourself, even though you can sing like that and put out dope records like that.
Yeah.
You know? Are you used to people being so shocked by what comes out when you open your mouth versus what they might expect? In a positive way, too.
Yeah, I'm used to it now.
You are used to it.
Nah, because, like, it's crazy because most people, when they see me and, like, when they hear me, that's actually how I came up with the idea. Like, I remember I used to be driving around Dallas, you know, on the highway, on 75, pushing it, and Aaliyah come on, and I'll be listening to it. Oh, you know what I'm saying? It'll be like the yin yang. It'll be like weird. I knew I was different. I knew that was different.
All right, so we made Act 1. We were heartbroken. You had a lot going on in your life.
Act 1.
And we got to Act 2.
Act 2. They
Huge record. This song blew up and went absolutely crazy. Tell me about recording this one.
I remember when I first recorded it.
Were you in a better headspace at that point, or were you still kind of spiraling from that relationship?
I was still like, it still was the aftermath of me like not being with that certain type of person. It was really like reflecting on like past situations and being with that person and being like, nah, you can have this, you can do this, you can be like this, or even you can play with it like it's a perspective thing. I like making music where you can go from different areas and pull it from different areas. So it can be like, okay, so with this girl, you can get what you want, whatever. You can buy this, you can do this, you can do this, you can make this. It's a date of 8, a regular date. Or you can be like, so I can keep you. So, you know what I mean? Because you already wandering off trying to be whoever you want to be. So I can keep you and keep you around. I'm going to keep buying you stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I like making music from that area. And by the way, I felt like both at the time. So it was like that. All
right. Well, with Act 2 going nuts.
Act 2 doing this thing.
At this point, you can no longer say people weren't feeling your music or that they weren't interested, right? Here was the proof. You know what I mean? You achieved something that I think a lot of artists work years to achieve. to have a record that goes so big and gets them such a wide audience, right? So many more people paying attention before they can even drop their debut. That's an accomplishment. So congratulations. I hope you were able to really kind of soak it in and enjoy that moment. So I need to know then what shifted in your mind at that point when you're like, oh, they're paying attention now.
Yeah. When I first started peeping, like people actually started liking it. I think I don't know. It was on Twitter, and it said like 17 million. I said 17 million what? Nah, like it really was crazy, but it was like, yo, it's game on, cause it's the moment where people like usually lose it. Like they usually like will slow down the gas, start partying, like doing all type of stuff. But nah, we ain't on that. It's time to lock in. It's time to actually like really show them. You know, it's like I don't know. It's like, okay, cool. It's like you get addicted to it. Mm-hmm. I feel like almost. You get that. I was like, I gotta do another one. I gotta get another one.
Well, I think some people get addicted to, I think like true artists who have like the discipline, right? You were addicted to creating more and creating better music, right?
Absolutely.
And then some people get addicted to all the other things that you just mentioned.
Right.
And for you, what is it that's actually keeping you focused? Because to be your age and to have this level of success, yeah, I think a lot of people would possibly just blow it, having too much fun.
Man, honestly, I mean, like I said, I grew up very different. Like I didn't really grow up like your average 20-year-old. You know, that's just how we came up. We came up hard. It been too many, you know, days where, you know, my mama was working hard, trying to do what she doing, you know, and then we trying to like find something to eat at night. My mama telling us, no, we can wait in the morning. You know what I'm saying? Because we ain't got no food, like, or even, you know what I'm saying? So it been too many times that we didn't have nothing. So from all them times, that's what keep me going. Like I gotta get my stuff back in blood. Like we, you know what I'm saying? We just getting started. Like I really, you know what I mean? So that's really what it is. Just
not taking that success for granted
at all. God is good, man.
Yo, how does mom feel watching you have this success right now?
Yo, mama feel good. I call her T-Lady. That's what we say in Dallas. We say T-Lady, T. Jones.
Did you guys listen to a lot of music together growing up?
Oh, yeah, like 90s music for sure. For sure. Men Condition, Cut Close. I can go for days. I ain't gonna hold you. I can go for days with that. That's, you ask my team, that's all I listen to, is just 90s music.
Really?
Yeah, but my mom she was more 90s, Mary J. and things of that nature. But my grandma kind of like, in a way, raised me. So my grandma, she put me on the 70s, like the Stylistics, the OJs. You know what I'm saying? Like, she really put me on that 70s, 60s, 50s, Marvin Gaye, like all that.
All the good stuff. What did you take away from some of those artists that you grew up listening to? You know, as you're making your own music, were there things that you really loved about the way that they created or the way they made you feel?
I mean, it's so much to take. It's literally so much to take away from the cadence, like how they like say certain things. I think that's why I probably took away the most. It's just the pronunciation of how they say certain things, and like when more music come out, people gonna be like, "What? Like how he?" You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy, like, but that's all because of those type of records. I don't really listen to like music now, not too much, but old school music, oh, you gonna hear it all day.
Okay,
in my crib.
This makes a lot of sense to me.
Yeah.
You know, it's all lining up now.
Yeah.
I mean, so as Act 2 was blowing up, you got the Drake remix, which is also really dope. How was that experience?
Man, I mean, it's crazy. No cap. Shout out Drake. I mean, like, it's I really can't put it into words, like, and I try not to like think about that too much. You know, I try not to, you know, I thank God, and then it's next.
On to the next.
It's on to the next.
Focused and disciplined. I really respect it. And also humble.
Yeah.
That's something I've felt since I met you. Again, at this point, even you don't have to be nice to anyone. You don't have to be polite. You don't have to do anything. You know, there's some artists who not like that, but you say you weren't necessarily a good kid, but it seems to me like you're a good dude.
No. My mama, hold on. My mama taught me well. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't really that like the best because of me and because how I rebelled against the world. But my mama and my grandma really did their thing.
So as you got to work making, it's your first mixtape. It's dope, right? We got over the humps. We had our heart broken. We felt like we couldn't do this. Now we know we can do it. Now we know the world is paying attention. People we love and respect are paying attention.
Right.
Now, what headspace are you in as you go into recording the whole mixtape?
Not literally doing the same thing that got me here. That's what it is. I think with a lot of people, they think that that it's a certain switch up that you do, And I know everything has eras. Everything has stages, everything has times and places where you do it. But I feel like how you got here, and if it's good, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah, I'm sure producers already blowing you up who want to work with you. But for now, like, you feel like more comfortable just finding your own beats and working on those.
Right. And it's, it's crazy because, I'm like I said, I'm humble, it's nothing but love to the producers, but they be finding the craziest ways to try to send me beats. Like, I ain't gonna lie. My mama called me one time, she said, this producer named so-and-so trying to send you a beat. I'm like, Mama, what are we talking about right now? Like,
being famous is crazy.
I don't think I'm famous yet. I don't think so.
Well, maybe because you're walking around with the ski mask, people can always recognize you, but it's only going up from here, right? Yeah. I don't know how you are. Like I said, when you walk in a room, I feel like you are a warm person, but also a lot of attention can be a little overwhelming for some people. Like, are you kind of preparing yourself for how to deal with this? Like, one day, I don't know.
You know what I do? Mm-hmm. I do this.
You can't do that forever. You can't do that forever. But you seem like a very grounded person. Like, you have your head on straight. So I don't have any doubt that you're going to maneuver that, right?
Yeah. It's weird, bro, because I used to, I was 15, 14 years old, and I had a spiral. And with this spiral, I used to literally look up almost every day when I get home from school or something like that. I look up how to blow up on YouTube, like in the music industry. I used to look up, try to do little hacks. And I did this consistently for like 5 years, 6 years, 7 years straight, just writing down. Like, I got spirals. One day I'm going to post it of just me just writing, like, just hella words of just me writing about, like, how I'm going to blow up and how I'm going to do this. And it's funny because that was back when I didn't have no music. And it's like, now I drop one song. And I didn't even really, like, with stickers, I didn't really even market it. I just did the mic up thing. And then it just went up from there.
This is just the beginning.
Yeah.
Of all the random things people are going to be saying on the internet. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's just how it goes. But, like, it really doesn't matter as long as you stay focused, you're making music that you love, and you're having fun.
And I'm having fun. How about that?
Yeah.
How about that?
How about that?
Bro.